Welcome back to another video. My name is Botched Braden, and I'm joined today with Visionary Vaughn. We've got a fun and exciting video here today. We're going to do the WWE draft because WWE has failed us of doing a draft this year. Maybe they'll do it later in the year, I'm not sure. But we're going to do our own. Welcome to the WWE draft. Each round, both drafters make two selections. Whoever picks first chooses their brand between SmackDown and Raw. They also select their first male superstar. Whoever picks second chooses their first and second superstar. If the round only allows for one selection, then whoever ends the round will also start the next. Each round in a breakdown. Round 1, male superstars. Round 2, your female superstars. Round 3, we move into the tag teams. Round 4, NXT call-ups. Round 5, general manager. Round 6, WWE legends. And round 7 is a wild card round, meaning anybody and everybody from any promotion is on the table. All right, to start the draft, we'll flip a coin and that'll decide who goes first. We'll get 2 picks and then we'll go on to the next person. 2 picks and so on and so forth. All right, Vaughn, since you are, let me mute my phone first. Since you're the guest, I'll let you choose heads or tails.
I'm going tails.
He's going tails. All right, we're gonna flip it. Just so y'all know, I'm not cheating. It's tails.
Let's go.
It's tails. All right, Vaughn, you get a brand and you get your first pick of a male superstar.
I'm gonna go Raw. I'm gonna take Raw brand.
I think Raw is definitely the safer option of the two. You're on Netflix. Go ahead. Who's your first superstar going to be?
I gotta go Seth Rollins.
Seth
Got to.
freaking Rollins. That's not who I thought you were gonna pick number 1. Good pick. That's definitely one of the better picks in the draft. So for my number 1, I'm gonna have to go with Mr. 1,316 days, the OTC, your tribal chief, Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is gonna be my number 1 pick in the draft. He's coming on to SmackDown.
I was gonna pick him, but I was trying to. I'm thinking like strategic wise. Like
Yeah, for sure.
I know they do a draft every year, but the way I'm looking at it, I'm like, if I pick Roman, okay, more year, 2 years, so he's not gonna last. That's why I didn't pick him. But if we was going
solid.
like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's solid. That's
why I didn't pick him,
that's
but-
still not who I thought you was gonna go number 1 with. Number 2 pick, we're going Jay Uso.
Oh man.
I knew he won't go like that one.
Come on, bro.
I knew he won't go like that one. And to be honest, I didn't even have him on my list because I figured you was gonna pick him.
Definitely was. You thought I was picking first, didn't you?
Yeah, I thought he was gonna be your number 1. That's why I went ahead and grabbed him so you couldn't get him.
So now I get 2 more picks, right?
Yeah, so you get to pick your number 2 and number 3. I've got Roman and Jay, and you've got Seth freaking Rollins.
I'm gonna have to go with the Legend Killer,
Ooh.
Randy Orton.
Ooh, that was gonna be one of my next picks. That's a good pick. That's definitely a safe pick.
And then with my 3rd pick, Raw selects.
Raw selects.
I gotta go American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Okay. So I'm down Seth. I'm down Cody. I'm down Randy Orton. That's tough. That's definitely tough. Let me.
And the way I'm doing my picks too, also I'm thinking about like potential rivalries. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, it's definitely a method to picking. Because you wanna see who can make the best storylines together, have the best feuds, and also sell what you've got going on.
also I'm looking at like I'm going off match quality too though.
Yeah, for
Who
sure.
performs the best in the ring? You know.
Yeah. And for that reason, this pick might be, controversial. At least I think other people would think so. But for that reason, in-ring work, I'm gonna have to go Ray Phoenix for my number 3 pick.
Well, like he was on my list.
I got Mr. 1,316 days. I gotta go Mr. 434 days. CM Punk, the best in the world, is coming over to SmackDown. My 3 and 4, Ray Phoenix and CM Punk. We're down to your 4 and 5. We're halfway through the men. Who do you got for your number 4?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. CM Punk was definitely not on my list.
I don't see. I was debating whether or not, but I mean, I think with his feuds with Drew McIntyre, his feuds with
Yeah.
Seth Rollins, I think he's definitely deserving of being on one of the brands.
So with the 4th pick, Raw selects the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time, Gunther. Yeah.
That's tough. He was the next in line on my. Actually,
Yeah,
I was
know
gonna.
it was.
Actually, I was gonna pick him number 2, but then I stole Jay
Really?
from you. So you got Gunther. That's probably one of the best picks in the draft.
Okay, so with my 5th pick, I'm kind of stuck between 2 because I feel like both of them could bring a lot to like the men's division.
For sure.
Two different types of wrestlers though completely. This is not my pick, but I wanted to go Jacob just because I'm a big fan of his and he's gonna be a big star, like a big star.
I don't think
But I'm
gonna
not-
be is the right wording for that. I think he already is a great star.
But
I see what you're saying. I see your point.
He's gonna continue to grow.
For sure, for sure.
So, all right, with the 5th pick, Raw selects Drew McIntyre.
Drew back. That's a solid pick.
So the final Raw picks for the men's division is Seth Rollins, Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, Gunther, and Drew McIntyre.
That's a solid lineup, and you did a good job of mixing in the faces and the heels. Whereas right now,
I wasn't even focusing on that for real.
Right now, I've got all faces. Maybe a tweener with Roman, but for the most part, all faces. So I've got to go a heel for my final pick for the men's. So I'm gonna throw some names out there. I'm looking at Jacob. I'm looking at Logan. I'm looking at Braun Breaker. I'm surprised you didn't take Braun with Seth. I'm surprised you didn't kind of keep them together. We got to go Jacob, right? We've got to go Jacob Fatu. I mean, I think he's the most entertaining out of those 3 right now. So Jacob Fatu is going to be my 5th pick for the SmackDown brand. So my top 5 right now, Roman, Jay, Ray Phoenix, CM Punk, and Jacob Fatu. I think that's a solid 5.
No, it is solid. It's solid.
Since I ended that last one, I'll go ahead and start the women's and take my number 1 pick. And with the number 1 pick for the women's division, SmackDown selects. SmackDown selects Tiffany Stratton. All right, so we've got Tiffany Stratton at number 1 for the SmackDown brand. Who does Raw have at number 1?
Oh, number 1, gotta go with Rhea Ripley. Like,
okay,
come on now.
Okay, she wasn't on my list. She definitely was not on my list. Are you serious? I'm dead serious.
So that was my first women's selection. With the 2nd pick of the 2nd round, Raw selects none other than the 2-time Women's World Champion, Liv Morgan.
Ooh, Liv Morgan going in at number 2 for Raw. She was on my list. She was near the top of my list.
I think she would be on everybody's list, bro. She literally...
Most definitely. So back over to SmackDown. My number 2 pick is going to have to be none other than the queen herself, Nia Jax. Nia Jax going in at number 2 underneath Tiffany Stratton.
You confused me.
Oh, you thought I was going Charlotte. You thought I was going Charlotte.
I was for sure you was.
All right, so my number 3 pick for the women. This is going to be a tough one. I've got Nia. I've got Tiffany. We're going to go... I don't know. I guess you would call this mid-card. We're going to go with Stephanie Vakir for the number 3 pick. Stephanie Vakir getting moved up from NXT just to come over here to the blue brand. Well, you got Vaughn. You've got
2 more picks for the women. You've got Rhea, you've got Liv. You've already got a feud there, so you can kind of mix this up however you want to. What you got?
You took one of my picks, bro.
That's exactly what I'm trying to do.
For my third pick in the second round, Raw selects. Got to go Alexa Bliss.
Ooh,
Got to.
that's a good pick. That's definitely a good pick. But I'm not gonna lie, she also was not on my list. So we've kind of strayed apart in the women's division. Men's division was pretty similar, but the women's division we've definitely strayed apart. So that's your number 3. You've got one more to take it home with the women.
My final pick in the women's division, Raw selects. The prodigy herself, Roxanne Perez.
That was my next pick. That leads me to my last pick, my number 4 pick.
Wait. No, we got 5 picks, so that wasn't my last pick. You get 2, then I get 1 more. I forgot. Cause we did 5 and 5. I forgot.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that did mess me up. Let me
I
edit
shouldn't have
that.
said nothing, bro.
Let me edit that. Okay. All right. So I get 2 right here. I get 2 picks.
Yeah.
A 4 and a 5. Ooh, I could set up so much with this. My number 4 pick in round 2, women's division, SmackDown selects Lyra Valkyria. Number 5 pick, my last pick in this round. I've got a lot of names that I could throw out here. I've stayed pretty young. I've picked a lot of younger talent. Maybe with the exception of Nia, she's got a little bit of that veteranism in there. But we're gonna go super veteran. A woman that just returned, Nikki Bella, for the number 5 pick. So now I'm sitting with Tiffany Stratton, Nia Jax, Stephanie Bakir, Lyra Valkyria, and Nikki Bella. Vaughn,
That's solid.
You've got 1 more pick on your side. How do you want to go about it? A lot of women that could still be thrown in there. I debated.
Let me check the list.
I debated a couple of names, but I wanted some of that nostalgia in there as well.
That's smart. I didn't even think about Nikki though, but she did just come back, so that's a good pick. We're gonna have to go with the former hugger.
Ooh. Okay.
Gotta go with Bailey.
Okay. You got a lot of experience under your belt. That's a good pick. That's definitely a solid pick. I don't think she wasn't on my list either. Women's wise, we were very far apart.
Yeah.
But still definitely solid picks. So now we've got the tag teams. You've got your men's tag team up first. Who you got for the men?
For my men's tag team, I gotta go Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Okay. That's definitely a solid tag team. For those of you wondering, for the tag teams, as long as they were current superstars, we're allowed to bring them back together. So definitely a solid pick there with the team of KO and Sammy. But that means we're back to me. I get my men's and women's tag. For the men's, no question about it, we're going the current tag team of Fraxium. I think the energy that they bring to the ring is like elite right now. So I'm definitely gonna go Fraxium. That's who I thought you were gonna go with.
No, I literally I didn't think about them at all.
Really, that's interesting because I for sure thought you was gonna throw them in there. So definitely gonna go Fraxium there, which means I'm on my women's tag. And oh my goodness, I gotta go with the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane. By the face that you made, that's not who you were going with, and I just knew that was who you were gonna go with.
I was thinking about them at first because they are one of the greatest women's tag teams ever. But Solid pick, bro. Solid pick.
I'm trying to keep them current. I could have, thrown it back a little bit, whatever. But I'm trying to keep my picks kind of current. And I mean, the Kabuki Warriors are. I think that's a solid tag team anyway.
No,
Same
it
with
definitely.
Fraxium.
Honestly,
I
I'm
think
not gonna lie to you.
I think they're both contenders for top tag teams.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie. I think Oscar and Kairi Sane are probably the best women's tag team that we have today.
For sure.
Just but they need to put them back together, not the single stuff. Like, what's going on, man? Like,
Yeah, the tag team division for both respective brands kind of lackluster. They're splitting up
yeah,
current tag teams and putting single stars together to make tag team. I'm not a big fan of it. But with that being said, that leaves you with your women's tag final pick for the tag division. Who you got?
my women's tag team pick, Raw selects the EST, Bianca Belair, and Jade Cargill.
That's a good pick. That's not where I thought you were going with it. Bianca and Jade going over to Raw. So that finalizes our tag teams. Go ahead.
I think so far our rosters are pretty good though.
I think they're. I don't know what sets them apart. We've both got really big names, but also like in ring work is top tier. So I'm not sure what's gonna set them apart yet. I don't think you can make a determining factor of which one is better right now. But with the next few, I think the next few are definitely gonna put us in different sides of the fence. We're going into the NXT. You ended with Bianca and Jade, which means you start with your male superstar, or not? Yeah, your male superstar from NXT. So take it away.
You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna whoop them. You know what I'm saying? Got to go with the one and only Trick Williams.
Okay.
Got to.
Okay. Trick Willie going over to Raw. I'm torn between these two because I love them both. So I've got Roman, I've got Jay, Ray Phoenix, CM Punk, Jacob Fatu. So not really powerhouses. So that's where we'll go. We'll go with Oba, Femi, coming up to the blue brand.
Oh man.
I'm not gonna lie. It was between him. It was between him and Javon. It was between him and Heartbreak Mir.
Yeah.
But I had to go with Oba. Just because I don't really have that big powerhouse yet on my brand. So I had to go with it. Now on to the women. I'm torn between the women as well. But I'm gonna have to do it to you.
I can guess your pick already.
I'm gonna have to do it to you. Go ahead and tell
I already
them.
know you picking.
Go ahead and tell them. I'm gonna have to go with Blake Monroe. The glamour Blake Monroe. For those of you who aren't familiar, Mariah May. Is that where you thought I was going with it? Definitely not.
No, just because she just came, so that's why I didn't even think about put her on the list.
You thought I was going with Soul, didn't you?
I did.
I know you did.
I really did.
And she was on the list, but I had to go with Blake. Which I'm not a fan of her name at all. She might get a rebranding when she comes up here. Because Blake Monroe, I'm not going to lie, is whack. But...
Wait, what'd you say?
I said,
oh, you said you gonna give her a new name?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. But with that being said, that leaves you with your women NXT call up. You've got Trick Williams for the men. Who you got for the women?
Okay, with my women's NXT call up, the first ever women's North American champion, Kalani Jordan. See,
That's a good pick.
I was gonna go Soul too. But
I think it's too early for her to come up. Although it's very tempting because their in-ring work is insane.
Yeah.
I think another name, Lola Vice, will be a good name to pull up.
She was next on my list.
For sure. Jada Parker. I mean, it's a lot of names in NXT that could come up on the men's and women's side. But still really solid picks. I don't know if that sets us apart yet. So we're on to our GM.
I don't either. I don't. Like I said, I really don't think nothing is gonna be able to set it apart. It's just people gonna have to, like, I don't know.
For sure. We'll go to our GM. I'll let you go ahead. What are you looking like for your general manager of Monday Night Raw?
Go ahead and give me Mick Foley.
Ooh, Mick Foley. Foley he's a solid pick. He was a decent GM. But I'm not gonna lie, this is where it sets us apart because for my general,
Oh,
go ahead.
no, you go ahead. Let me see.
For my general manager coming over to manage the SmackDown roster, I gotta go with Eric Bischoff. He's gonna be the perfect culmination for my roster. He's gonna be a heel GM. I think it's gonna bring everything together. And with that being said,
I like that, but you gotta think though. A GM don't really do nothing for us though.
but back in the day though,
It's about our talent that we have. It's about the talent that we have.
it is. But back in the
Just
day,
saying.
bro, the general manager did everything. Like right now, like you know what I'm saying, like they
Yeah.
ain't got nothing going on. Bro, back in the day,
You talking about Theodore Long, ain't it?
Teddy Long, bro, he come out there, you're facing the
That's
Undertaker.
who I was gonna pick, bro.
Bro, and
That's who I was
once he
gonna
said
pick.
that, you're cooked. But yeah,
Literally.
bro, I'm gonna have to go with Eric Bischoff. I think he's gonna be like a perfect heel figure because I got a lot of faces in my roster right now. With that being said, we're gonna go to our legend, and I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be tough.
You get first pick, right?
Yeah, this is gonna be me first. I feel like both names. You know what? Give me the King of Kings. Give me the
We
Rainbow
might have this-
Assassin. Give me Triple H for my legend. The greatest heel of all time, Triple H. If you can't tell, I love heels, bro. Triple H.
This is so crazy, though.
Triple H is coming to the blue brand.
With my Legends pick, I was stuck between two, but like I said, either one that I pick, I think with the superstars that I have, it's gonna be a 5-star match regardless. So with my Legends pick, Raw selects none other than the Heartbreak Kid himself,
Okay. I knew he was going there.
Shawn Michaels.
I knew he was going there. Shawn Michaels could come in and put in banger after banger. Don't matter who he's in the ring with. So definitely a solid pick, especially like early pre-injury Shawn. Yeah, that dude was crazy.
And this is what I'm thinking about too. Like, just imagine the match with him and Seth Rollins. Oh my gosh, bro.
A prime Seth Rollins versus a prime Shawn Michaels. Yeah,
Bro.
yeah. So this is tough, man. So we're going into our separate promotion. You can get anybody you want outside of WWE. They could be from New Japan, AEW, OCW, GCW, wherever your heart desires. Who do you have?
I think it's only right that I add another female to my division over here.
Okay.
With my pick from another promotion, Raw selects Mercedes Moné.
Mercedes Moné. Solid pick, but I'm going to do you one better. And I hate that I'm going this route, but I am going to go this route. SmackDown will select for the final pick of the 2025 draft none other than Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
I knew it, bro.
Coming
I
over to
literally
the
knew it.
SmackDown. Welcome to the blue brand, MJF. I'll tell you who I was torn between. I was torn between none other than the internet champion, the indie god, Zack Ryder, a.k.a. Matt Cardona. So definitely solid picks all around. We'll just run through it one more time just so we can have like a recap. SmackDown, ran by general manager Eric Bischoff, has Roman, Jay, Ray Phoenix, CM Punk, Jacob Fatu, Oba Femi, and Fraxium in the men's division. Women's division led by Tiffany Stratton, Nia Jax, Stephanie Valkyr, Laura Valkyria, Nikki Bella, the Kabuki Warriors, Blake Monroe with legend Triple H, and the stolen AEW legend. He's got to be a legend of AEW. Maxwell Jacob Friedman, otherwise known as MJF. That's the SmackDown brand. Vaughn, who do you have on Raw?
Okay, so the Raw division is led by General Manager Mick Foley. You know, I was torn between Mick Foley and Theodore Long just because my other legend pick was going to be The Undertaker. So, you know, his favorite line. Yeah, Raw is led by Mick Foley. And leading the Raw men's division, we have Seth Rollins, Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, Gunther, and Drew McIntyre, with Trick Williams of our NXT call up. And then leading the women's division for Monday Night Raw, we have Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Alexa Bliss, Roxanne Perez, Bailey, and our NXT call up, Kalani Jordan. And then for our, I forgot to mention our tag teams. Our men's tag team is Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. And our women's tag team is Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. And then with Raw's legend, we have none other than the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, Mr. WrestleMania, you know what I'm saying? And then with our other promotion pick, we have none other than Mercedes Moné added to the women's division.
Let us know what you think. If you want us to expand on this, leave a comment below. Maybe if we throw it in like 2K or something and, you know, rebuilt it there. I think that's actually a really good idea. We might do that. Let us know in the comments what you think. Give us some more ideas that we can do some fun videos.
Real quick, just rate my brand. Let me see what you think.
Oh, me rate it? Well, like on a scale of 1 to 10 or?
Yeah, 1 to 10.
Okay, 1 to 10.
No, we just do 1 to 5. 1 to 5.
1 to 5. I think it's solid. It's not perfect. Now, I don't think either of our lists are perfect.
Yeah. I mean, they can't be. So
I don't think they're perfect. It's definitely solid. I gotta give it a 4. Cause like I said, I mean it's there, but it's not perfect. So I'll give it a 4. Maybe, I mean, if we were on a 10, maybe
what's missing?
What do you mean? What's missing? What do you want?
Missing?
What do you want from me? You want a 5?
It's just because it's not perfect, so it can't be a 5.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I respect that though.
What do you think? What do you think about
All right,
mine?
so now
What do
I
you think
get
about mine? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Say it. It's a
on a
5.
scale from 1 to 5.
It's a 5.
Like I said, nobody can make the perfect brand, so you can't get a 5 regardless. You feel me?
4.5. 4.9.
Nah, we're not doing no halves. He's trying to say 4.9. No, but like I said, your roster is very solid too. I think both of us have. I think we both have like our rosters are like similar, but they're different at the same time.
For sure.
But I think they both can compete with each other. But if I have to rate your roster, I'm gonna say, I give it a 2.
Huh?
No, I'm playing. I give it a 4 too, bro. You got 4.
For sure. I mean, I think they definitely could compete against each other. I mean, really, you being on Raw, being on Netflix, I think that really elevates you a lot.
Yeah.
Anyways, there's not much I can do about that. Although, I mean, like, based on superstar wise, I think we're very comparable. But like I said, if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, keep up with us, and let us know what you thought. Who had the better brand? I'm Bosh Braden, joined by Visionary Vaughn, and have a good rest of your day.